Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Rory Powers with Right Line Trading. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. Alrighty, good morning. We are up and running. Bell just rang. We had a big CPI report this morning. Haymaker jumped right in on this short move. Got some really good volume. Let's see if it gets some follow through. Nope. Just wicked this out and then continued all the way down. So the signal B on the 30 range is up and running. Jump back in short. I like for these first few minutes of the market open to settle down. But it is important for this AI model to accumulate all the data. The good, the bad, and the ugly. It's only going to help us in the long run. I'm highlighting the AI Auto Trader. If this is your first time joining us today, welcome. This is a fully automated system that runs on the NinjaTrader 8 platform. Once my strategies are enabled, the system will automatically execute and manage the trades for me, or for you. We trade a pretty nice diversity of instruments. We have all of the futures index equities, very liquid instruments. The bid-ask spread is minuscule. And we've also included crude oil and gold, precious metals, and energy. So we've got all the sectors covered. Well, many of them. Many of them. Retirement plan is in a nice short position, trying to get into our profit window. Now we got some really unique ways to manage the trades. Let me try to open up one of these strategies. In the parameters of the strategy, the brand new update that we're working on for release, what it includes in the AI model is the strategy to use for stops and targets. The model type, we can have the AI model dynamically changing the position of our stops and targets based on the current market condition. If it's a trending market, it's going to give it more room. And if it's a choppy, ranging market, it's going to pull your stop and profit targets in. The second component of this new AI integration is also going to change for our trading hours, our trading session hours. What it's going to do is we can give it a 2-week up to a 2-year look back of historical trade data. We have for each and every one of our automated AI bots, we have what we call a drone. The drone is taking trades in tandem. They take trades together. And the drone is telling the bot not only the average true range of the market, where to put its stop and its profit targets, but now it's telling it exactly when it should trade. Because over the last 2 months or the last 6 months, every day between 10 and 12, we make a lot of money on this particular instrument. So it's going to take that data and it's going to make the trading session hours for you automatically. This system will automatically optimize itself. So this new model is what I'm running on my computer right now, and I'm accumulating the necessary data for each one of my AI bots to get fed this information that keeps it optimized for the current trading environment. Whether it's where to place my stops and profit targets or exactly when to trade. Boy, the signal B's on fire this morning. Boom. Look at this. Beautiful short trade. Just to take a quick look at my leaderboard this morning. What have you done for me lately? The NQ30 range ABC is hot today. Hot, hot, hot. Up 1,560. That's our pattern recognition strategy that runs on the 30 range. We're going to take a look at that strategy first. Our ES signal A is off and running again. That CPI report. Whenever there's a news report, we get that big candle one way or the other, and that ES finds its way to the profit target. Today was no different. Right at that 8:30 report that was released, you could see we got a short entry, and that thing just rode it straight down to the basement. Steven is back up and running at 650. Our 2-minute retirement plan, crude oil's on the board. The YM is hot again. We've got a really nice diversity of strategies that are in the green. Let's take a look at the pattern recognition. This is a strategy that runs on the 30 range. And it will enter the trade and have plenty of room to allow it to mature. And it will exit the positions, we call it our smart stops, based on pattern recognition. When the market has these candlestick patterns that throughout the trading session, day in and day out, repeat themselves. There's a hammer right now on my chart. This candlestick formation is a hammer. They have an inverted hammer. They have a bullish engulfing, a bearish engulfing. There's a number of different candlestick patterns that repeat themselves. The market is very geometrical. And when certain candlestick patterns happen, the system will recognize a reversal is upcoming, and it'll immediately exit the trade. That's one of our smart stops. We were just talking about that, Mike. What we're going to do, because nobody wants to trade, especially during a CPI report. You'd be crazy. It's just way too aggressive. We're going to factor in these news reports and hit the pause button for a certain amount of time. We're not going to deliver this new updated templates where it's going to trade through the news reports. Since we're dynamically adjusting our trading session hours, we have to be aware of when these reports are being released. There will be a feature that will prevent it from trading during major red folder news reports. I'm hoping I didn't hit my profit target for the day. I might have. I did. So our profit target on this strategy is 1,500, which is a shame because I really wanted it to continue to trade. I think I'm going to set up a second strategy since they're both doing so well and just run them in a sim account. I don't want to skew my results, but I want to be able to copy the trades, to my live account, my Apex account. So if I wanted to build the same exact strategy, I would just select new strategy. Under my available list, it's the AI Auto Trader. These all come in pre-formatted templates. And in order for me to build one of the templates, under my available list, I select our strategy, the AI Auto Trader. Come down to the bottom right where it says template. These all come in pre-formatted templates. So I'm going to hit template, load, and then in my list, I'm going to select that 30 range ABC with the Rory stop, it's called. And I'm just going to run it on my sim account. And I'm going to enable that strategy if I can find it. Where did it go? There it is. So the actual strategy itself hit its profit goal of 1,500. So I just created a duplicate, and I'm going to put it on my sim account and see if it continues to do well. It's a really great volume right now. We're getting ready for it looks like a short roll right off the 50. My 2-minute is now lined up for a short trade. My market structure is calling for a short, look for a short position because my price is below the 50. When that 15 crosses the 50, it's even better, market structure-wise. When? That's the $1,000,000 question, Mike. We're not going to release it until it's at 100%. I've got my fingers and toes crossed for Friday. They're just ironing out the last minute wrinkles. But I've been running it on my computer for a few days now, and I haven't had a problem. Okay, the pattern recognition just jumped in with the smart exit. It's going right up into an area of resistance. The S&P just broke below the VWAP. Steven, 1815. Steven's back up and running today. When that strategy gets hot, I always keep an eye on it because it does have the potential. Steven is our strategy that runs on an 8-unit Renko. And it's one of our more aggressive strategies. Certain market conditions that it does extremely well. When there's a lot of volatility, big up and down movements, it can run up the score. It broke our single trading session record. I think it was between $4,000 and $5,000 for this trading just one contract. And boom, it's right back in long. So it likes this volatility. Let's see what the haymaker's doing. Oop. Stevens long and the 30 range is short. That's the data series, the bar type that we leverage on these strategies can really give you tremendously different results. So it looks like short so far was the right answer right there. The ABC, what that means is it's leveraging. That's interesting. I must have another strategy running on Sim. Let me check it out. Yeah, the conservative haymaker. Let me let this trade play out. I've put together a strategy that I call the conservative haymaker. That's the same as the haymaker. It just has additional conditions in order for a trade to be triggered. It's a little more conservative. Won't take as many trades. Oh, big push down. Big push down. You could see this pattern recognition. This smart exit, smart stop is going for a monster. This is the one that already hit its profit target. There it goes. Oh, we need a profit window on that. Boom, got it. Nice one. So that's that account. Took two trades. Lost the first and won the second, and it's up 865. Beautiful trade. Here it goes. Took another signal A entry here, short. Stevens in long. It's amazing the difference a data series makes, huh? I think Steven really likes this market environment today. This CPI report has things flying. Wow, look at that. Right back in short. Oh. Right now we're in the YM short. We're at crude oil short. And the Signal A bot and drone are short.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, wow. Steven's loving this market. That's the NQ8U Signal C Steven.
Order submitted.
Dr. Jeff. That's the strategy we run on the 8 Unorenco. It's called Steven. It's an extremely aggressive strategy. It holds the single day record.
Order submitted.
It trading one contract, it's made just under $5,000.
Order submitted.
Come on down. Come on down, Stephen. Push down.
Order submitted.
Oh.
Order submitted.
Oh, the Russell just jumped in a beauty. Short. Crude oil. In a nice crude trade here. Yesterday we saw those huge moves down on crude.
Order submitted. 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 Order submitted.
Come on down. Come on down. Come on. Push down. There you go. Nice. All the way. All the way. Yes. Yes. Keep going. Okay, a nice trade. Here we go back up. Boy, this thing doesn't stop. Oh, trouble. Oh. Boy, this Steven is very aggressive. I think it's too aggressive for me. Hey, Frank. ES 5-minute signal A. Oh, nice job, Frank. Francisco, great job. Yeah, I noticed that yesterday, that during that London session, woo, man, the system crushed it. Ah, look at this. The Steven is in a monster. And we do have crude inventory today. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory. CPI report. CPI inflation report pumps the brakes on a big Fed rate cut. Guess inflation didn't cool as much as they had hoped. Let's see here. Forex Factory. Come on now. Yeah.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Go ahead, roll.
Order submitted.
Nice. There we go. There we go. Come on down. Come on down.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, man. What is this thing?
Order submitted.
Gets you really sitting on the edge of your seat watching it. Okay. Let's go to the Forex Factory.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh my God, that's Steven's strategy, something else. It doesn't, it's too aggressive. Holy moly.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Ah,
Order submitted.
that's a shame.
Order submitted.
Gonna retest it to the downside. Let's give it a little room. There we go. Push through there. Got a lot of downside support here. Trying to push through it.
Order submitted.
Hmm.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Push through. Come on.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
All the way.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, yeah. What a nice trade. Woo. You had to take some pain to get that one, let me tell you. Holy moly. Hold up. Hold up.
Order submitted.
Oh, look at Stevens going to give it the old 1-2 here.
Order submitted.
Amazing. Oh, man. There it goes. All the way. $33.90. Here we go. $33.90.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
There's a drop again. Could bounce off the 50 here.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
They're both in short. Looking for this short roll. There's some running room to the downside.
Order submitted.
And here she goes. Don't come back.
Order submitted.
All right.
Order submitted.
Oh, another short roll. Ah. Oh. 3,100. We're still in the crude trade. Crude signal B. So the let's go back. 10:30 is on Forex. I'm just checking Forex Factory here.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Come on down.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let me see. Wednesday.
Order submitted.
Crude oil inventory, 10:30.
Order submitted.
Crude inventory at 10:30.
Order
Mm.
submitted. Order submitted.
It was one good push down.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
All right. Crude inventory at 10:30. Good morning, Stapleton.
Order submitted.
Let me go to. Let me take a quick bathroom break. Excuse me for just a moment. Let me see how this trade works out.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Okay.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Nice. Come on down. Come on down. There you go. Push on down.
Order submitted.
Okay, excuse me for just a moment.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submit. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Signal B must be in. Uh-oh. Okay, great. Lost my connection for a sec.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
It's still going to go down. Got more room to the downside.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Well, it's a risky trade long, I'll tell you that.
Order submitted.
Boy, this market's going down, down, down. Okay, crude is right at this point of support. It's retested this. This is going to be the third time at 66.45, 66.40.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
See, does it bounce or does it keep going down? This thing's been going down a long ways today. One directional market here, turning into. It was very volatile. Now it's headed straight down. The E-mini's been the same direction the whole time. Let's see if we're in a signal B here. Signal B, we should be in the game here. On the ES signal B. Yeah, we're in a monster. I knew it. Ah, man, I missed that one. The signal B on the E-mini. I'm getting too in wrapped up with Steven here. Okay.
Order submitted.
Didn't take the move down. Interesting. Oh, this E-mini's gone all the way. This market's just flying to the downside. Holy moly. Oh my God, look at this sell-off. Oh man. Holy moly. My God. What a sell-off that was. Market's just flying now. Oh man. What a short trade.
Order Order submitted.
A monster.
Order submitted.
Get jumped right back in. It wants some more.
Order submitted.
Man, was that a big move up? You think there's going to be a retracement here? We'll find out. Stephen will let us know. Back in short on the E-mini. Let's see if we can get a retracement for Stephen.
Order submitted.
Nope. Nope. Wow. Crude broke through. Oh my God, look at this sell-off. Oh my goodness. I'm afraid to look at the stock market.
Order submitted.
Stephen's going to try to go long. Boy, that strategy's something else. Man, you'd think there's some room to the upside now. My God. It's got to retrace some point. I'm going to come off here and go to a signal A. So let's see let's check our leaderboard. Let's see where we're at.
Order submitted.
The ES signal A is doing extremely well.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Here goes the move up. There goes that move up. The ES signal A, the 2-minute on the retirement plan. 30 range signal B. ES signal A. ES is just going one direction now. I'm really surprised the signal B isn't showing up on my leaderboard. It just took that monster.
Order submitted.
So 10:30. In 10 minutes, we've got the crude report. There is, Dr. Wild. To get it to go only short or long, I was showing this yesterday to Michael. He asked me the same thing with crude oil. And the way you would do that is in the strategy itself. If I was to load the Stephen strategy,
Order submitted.
the NQ8U Stephen. And let's say I just wanted it to take short trades only. What I could do is I could put a condition on my signal C entry. I can enable the 50 signal. The 50 signal is my 50 moving average. So in order for it to trigger a trade long, my 50 would have to be green. In order for it to trigger a trade short, my 50 would have to be red. So I would select the 50 signal and put it on red-green. And that will prevent it from taking a counter trend trade.
Order submitted.
Oh, this thing. Oh, no.
Order submitted.
So that's how to prevent it from taking a counter trend trade. All right, let's go back to our crude oil. Wow, look at this ES signal B. This ES signal B is really the one to trade, it looks like to me. The ES is just going straight down. Might be a little late to the party. Here's a really nice another signal A entry on the crude oil, but we're already in a short position.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Well, let's. I guess we might as well watch Steven. It's right up at the top of my leaderboard. The strategy that we're watching down here, this 30 range, is this one, this NQ30 range ABC. ABC means it's taking all the triggers, entry A, B, and C. And we're really running this as much as possible to get information as to what is the best. The system is kind of learning when to use each signal, each trigger, and what the results are when it does each one. And it's gathering some useful information, some data here, using that ABC strategy where all of our triggers are enabled. Sooner or later now, the signal A is going to come into play, I believe, unless this market just continues to melt down. Let's see if we can get Steven to. I hate to just restrict it to short trades, but let me see if I can find it. Where'd it go? There we go. Oh. Now it's back in short.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Yes, Francisco. To prevent a strategy from taking a signal A, the only strategy that could potentially take a counter trend trade would be one that's running the C entry, or the A entry. A B entry is a trend trading entry. You don't have to worry about it taking a counter trend trade. But A and C, if you wanted to only take trades in the direction of the trend, you would use one of the conditions in your strategy if you look in the strategy parameters, one of the conditions for if you have the A entry enabled and you do not want it to take a counter trend trade, what you would need to do is select your 50 signal. I really go into detail on this in our masterclass modules, but enable the 50 signal and put it on red green. And what that means is, in order for it to take a long trade, the 50 EMA has to be green. So if you're in a trending market that's just going down, down, and down, like we just saw in the NASDAQ, you certainly wouldn't want to get into a long trade at that point. So to prevent it from taking that, you would select the 50 signal, and your criteria is red-green. So it'll skip the counter trend trade and then catch the roll back into the downtrend. It'll skip the move up and catch the move down, bounce off the 50 and continuation down into the trend. So that would be your 50 signal, and the criteria is red-green. And if you're using the C entry, it would be the same thing. I would select my 50 signal, and my criteria would be red-green. And I can also do it for my 15 to make it even more conservative. And I only want to take trades that the 15 is also red or green. In order for, if it takes a long trade, my 15 and 50 must be up, headed up. Momentum must be going up. I'm in a confirmed trend to the upside. What really adds some more, a little bit more conservative approach is add in the bias signal. Now on the bias signal, not only does it have to be aligned, the 15 and 50 on my trading chart, but now with the bias signal enabled, it has to be on the higher time frame, also in alignment. So you have to have a multi-time frame alignment of trend in order for the strategy to trigger. And that's even a more conservative entry. And then we have the 50 above or below price. Again, the software does an excellent job of defining risk. And when our 15 and our 50 are below, when our 15 is below the 50, market structure-wise, we're in really what our trading system defines as the lowest risk entries to the short side. Here we go again. Another one. One minute to news. Here we go. 10:29. News reports, I love to trade the signal A. The signal A. Right now our Laguerre's pinned to the top on this crude chart. We're in a position now to catch a really nice short roll if the news drives the price down. If the news drives the price up, then our CL signal B is going to jump in the trade. So we're in a good position here. Boom. There we go. Went straight down. Now right back up. Let's put it on the signal A and see what happens if it's in the trade. Nope.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Look at this. I'm going to go for it. 36.
Stop fail.
Oh, failed it. Damn. I went for the gusto. Came back on me. Look at crude oil go. Holy moly.
Order
Let's go
submitted.
back to our sim account.
Order submitted.
Yeah, we're all over it on the signal B. So our signal B caught the trade short on this news report.
Order submitted.
And we're on it with a 15-tick trailer. It's amazing that the price of oil is going even lower.
Order submitted.
Down to 65.95 per barrel.
Order submitted.
I thought I could sneak in a quick short trade on that NASDAQ. It's just been flying down. I figured I couldn't lose. So this crude oil trade really has the potential to be a big money maker. We're only risking 15. Potentially we could make 90. So we have a 6 to 1 risk to reward ratio. We're trailing it by 15 ticks. If it comes within 10 ticks of my profit target, my stop will come slamming down and locking in profits, and only allow it to come back as much as I have the potential to win. So the risk to reward goes even when I'm within 10 ticks.
Order submitted.
I'm getting some heat right now. Let's see if we can get it to bounce off the 15. The CODP. Was it a short trade, Mike? Oh man, with all that static when the inventory report came out. So crude oil is up 555, having a really nice day.
Order submitted.
Look at the E-mini. Oh my goodness. The drone's back in again. I think this drone here is going to wind up winning the day. I read the news there. What the talking heads are saying
Order submitted. Order submitted.
is they don't believe the interest rate cut's going to be as large as initially expected with the CPI report the way it came in today.
Order submitted.
Sooner or later, there's got to be some kind of retracement. Did you get that, Francisco? To filter out the counter trend trades?
Order submitted.
See today. Today is 9/11. We said a prayer this morning in our meeting in loving memory. Never forget.
Order submitted.
I still remember the day it happened, where I was. I happened to be at Universal Studios in Orlando.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Back in short. See if we get a break. It's retesting. You get this break. It got some big selling pressure here. I think we're going to pop through. Could pop through with some nice volatility. Ape. Here we go. Nope. Didn't break. We want to get 3/4 of that candle body through that pivot for it to fully break. It almost broke through. But we look to get 3/4 of that candle body through. Retesting again. Double bottomed right there.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Coming back again. Have a lot of selling pressure. There it goes. Just flew right through there. If I said buying pressure, I meant selling pressure. The CL crude oil is having a hot week. I can tell you that. Big time. My crude oil this week is up 11.85. Yesterday it was on fire. This is where it's making the money. 2:30 a.m. Here, if I number one moneymaker, 10 a.m., 10 to 10:30. Then 4 a.m., 2:30 a.m., down to 2:30 p.m. Oh yeah, I was going to mention on that optimization where it dynamically changes the trading session hours, I can also choose whether I wanted to have trade just the most profitable window, or the two most profitable windows, or the three most, but they have to be profitable. So if I just chose one, it would only trade from 10 to 10:30. If I said, well, let me have my top two, it would put me in from 4 to 4:30. And if you add a third, it'll go from 2:30 to 3. It'll combine these two.
Order submitted.
Our ES one-day pass this week, the cash register. This is our ES on a 5-minute. Is up 970 for the week. Our ES 5-minute signal A bot is up 2,079. 2,079. Only $350 in losing trades.
Order submitted.
Order
submitted.
And I was sitting there trading Steven. I'm crazy. Out of my mind. 62% win rate. With our risk to reward ratio, anything over 40%, you're big time in the green. Our average winning trade is almost $500. Our average losing trade is $116. So just about a 5-to-1, a 4.5-to-1 risk to reward ratio with a 62% win rate. That ES cash register is historically one of our best strategies. The drone that's feeding it information, it's up even higher. Be interesting to see the times. If we do an analysis, this drone is running, remember, it's running 23 hours a day, and it's telling the bot what times of the day to trade. And it's very, you can see it sticks out like a sore thumb. And the more data you get, the more accurate it becomes. But this one will absolutely make this huge green bar, which happens to be, Mike, check this out. It happens to be at 8:30. And I assure you it's not a coincidence that it's completely tied to those news reports. So hitting the pause button maybe for a couple moments, I don't know. I always see this at 8:30 when those news reports come out. The E-mini has a huge green bar. It loves it. But number two is from 9:30 to 10, and it's not close. And then the next closest one would be 11:30 to noon on that Signal A drone. The ES6U, I've got it trading just a very tight window. I meant to open that up. I might have opened up the drone. Yeah, it looks like I did. Wow, great job, Marcy. 3,500 round. Very nice. Let's see what gold's been doing. 7:30 in the morning on the Nugget. Let's look at the drone. It's got a really nice window at 8:30. Got to be tied to the news report. So we're going to continue to let this accumulate data. The Signal B drone. 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Wow, look at the 2-minute. This is the retirement plan. There's some really beautiful windows of opportunity there. So the drone just keeps running. And it's going to feed the bot the information on when to trade and when not to trade. Our haymaker, we started out so hot this month. And this week it's, other than 10 a.m., it hasn't done that great. The strategy loves the pre-market. This one as well. These two strategies here are very similar. They have a different exit. It's the only difference. Oh, here we go. Let's take a look at this short trade. This is a beauty here. Looks like it just didn't make it through. Had we made it through there was some big running room to the downside. Let's see if we get some selling pressure here. Watch for this break. We get this break. This could run. Here we go. Here we go. Hold up. Hold up. It's pushing.
Order submitted.
Still got some big selling pressure.
Order submitted.
It didn't break through that time. But it looks like it's going to come back and retest it. Here's the turtle. The sleeper. That ES 5-minute. Slow and steady. Steven was running 100 miles an hour, and this one is doing the two-step. It's going to come down and retest it again. Here we go. Retesting it. Tremendous sell-off here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh.
Order submitted.
Oh. They're fighting over that price, I'll tell you that.
Order submitted.
That price point must have some significance. Wow. 3 a.m., huh, Mike? My wife gave me this smoothie. Okay, it's going to test it again.
Order submitted.
Is this the bottom? Or just the beginning? Gotcha. Wow, Marcy, that is really phenomenal. I'm reading your comment on the
Order submitted.
on your trades.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if it flies down to the downside. Boom. Big candle. It looks like it's going to boomerang back on us. Yeah. It looked like a rubber band for a minute. Boom. There it goes. The system jumped on it. Ah. Sometimes they're a big disappointment. Finally got the break, and it just shot right back up and poked us right in the eye, as Pete Fusco would say.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, thank you, Marcy. I haven't done anything, though. It's really you. I can't take any credit. You deserve all the credit.
Order submitted.
I answered a few questions for you. That's about it. And you just picked up on it and ran with it. Your learning curve was extremely short. Well, let's see if this is the bottom. Look how far oversold that S&P is. I'm so scared to look at my Thinkorswim app. I still think that that signal B is going to go all the way down. It's trying to push through that little area right there. Wow, surprisingly, NVIDIA is not really affected by it. Thank God. I was a little nervous. Nasdaq's down 1.5%. Russell's down 1.8%. The S&P 500 1.6%, and the Dow is down 1.7%.
Order submitted.
Is this the bottom?
Order submitted.
Is this where things turn around? Steven's already in. Not wasting any time. Ah, you are so sweet. Thank you, Marcy. You time UK open? Your time UK open? Yeah, well, I'll say that might pose a problem unless you can win that every day.
Submitted.
Man, this might be a beauty to the downside. Today is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Stevens down to plus 1,000.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
The Russell jumped in long. Now my stop on this trade, on the E-mini trade, my stop is pinned to my 15. If that 15 changes colors, this trade should exit. So I'm really curious to see how it manages this position. Once we go up 24 ticks on the ES, which is $250, my stop will automatically be pinned to my 15 EMA. So we're not going to go up $400 or $500 and not make anything on any trades, ever. We want to have the potential to hit a home run, but we want to lock in some of the profits. So I'm really curious to see how much, where it exits this trade.
Order submitted.
It's tough to manage these ES trades at $12.50 a tick.
Order submitted.
Oof. That was a lot to give back right there. Still retracing. Holy moly. That 8 Unarenko flies, doesn't it?
Order submitted. Order submitted.
This is what the market does. There's just not a straight road down. There will be some peaks and valleys.
Order submitted.
The CPI report caused a lot of excitement today. A lot of volatility.
Order submitted.
The S&P just went straight down. NASDAQ, there were a few retracements, not many. Early, Stephen was doing great. It was up $4,000. Now it's only up 1,000. It got beat up taking those long trades.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Here comes the Russell. Look at the YM. Oh my goodness.
Order submitted.
Holy moly. Signal B bot. This signal B on the YM.
Order submitted.
Let's see, what have you done for me lately? Ooh.
Order submitted.
Up big this week. Up $1,000. Let's see what the drone did. Here's the drone on the YM running 24 hours, broken down by the half hour. This would be our number one session. Well, this might actually be number one because this would be considered one. They would add all three of these together. 395, 300, 695, 13, about 1450. And this one is 15. So this would be number one from 9:30 to 10:30. And then this would be number two, 11:30 to 1. $3 a.m. our time is 8 a.m. open on the LSE. That's going to affect gold and crude. Some rebalancing on the ES and NQ. Good to know. Thank you.
Order submitted.
Oh, wow. Look at this. This ES came way too far back. We were in our meeting, we were looking at whether pinning the stop to the 15 or just doing a straight trailing stop. This 15 is, this E-mini can be difficult to manage because at 1250 a tick, you risk giving back quite a bit of profits, like we just saw happen. It's very possible we got into a long trade on the signal A. Nope. Crude's in a monster. That signal A on crude is long.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Look where the stop is on this trade. This gives, makes me queasy. My stop is down here. And I've got $800 in profits. My biggest fear is this thing's going to come all the way back. Let's see how it manages this trade. My profit target's in a horrible place. You always want a clear shot to your profit target. I'm just going to move it right under that area of resistance. Oh, now the stop came flying up. Bam. It would have went all the way. Huge winner. Jump right back in. This could be our retracement. The Dow found it too. Jeez. at this. Look at Stevens off the chart. Okay, that went in our profit window right there. So now there's an equal distance on the Y on crude oil. Excuse me. Equal distance to my profit target than there is to my stop. I'm up 800. Now, is it going to go up 900 or am I going to win 650 on the trade? That's the big question.
Order submitted.
650 or 900 at this point? Or 700? Either 700 or 900. Wow, all of that, and it's down actually on the signal A on crude. It's down 500 for the whole session. And my signal B came all the way back on the smart stop. It came all the way up to here. Oh, so that's a little too loose. So there's a couple of different ways to tighten that up. One way you could tighten it up, let's go to that strategy. ES 5-minute signal B drone. Let me show you something real quick.
Order submitted.
If we load up that 5-minute signal B AI drone, in my global parameters, these are the settings for my indicators. My fast line is my 15 EMA. We call it the fast line. It's an EMA of an EMA. And the fast line, the period is 7. The slope of it is 7. Now, if I make it a slope of 5 in my global parameters, and I enable my Smart Stop 3, it's going to be a tighter stop because my 15 EMA is going to be sloped even faster. It's going to change colors quicker. So if I just notice that my stop is too loose on the ES and I still want to use that Smart Stop 3, one way to make it tighter would be to put it at a smaller than 7 number. It comes default out of the box at 7. I just saw with this trade that it was just in, it gave back way too much profit. So if I want a tighter stop, I could put it at 5. If I put it at 3, it'll be an even tighter stop. If I want to make it a looser stop, I would put it above 7. But in this case, I don't think you'd want to do that. Another way you can manage that trade so you don't give back all the profits is instead of using the Smart Stop 3, we can use a pattern recognition. We can use a bullish or engulfing candle. Was this candle a bullish engulfing candle? I don't think it was. So I don't know that would have gotten you out of the trade. But for certain, what we can do is we can trail this trade. What you have to look at, though, are the wicks on these pullbacks and these down closing candles on the ES. How long were those wicks? Would it have wicked us out with a 15-tick trailing stop? And that's the hard part with the ES. It makes these trades very difficult to manage. I think what I would try first personally is because I like pinning it to the 15 EMA. I think I would just go with a little bit of a tighter setting. Maybe put it at 5. And if I want to see what it would look like on my chart, what I can do is I can right-click my chart and go to my indicators. And on my fast line, I would select my modified fast indicator and change the period. Actually, it was at 5 on my chart. So right where the actual line color change was down here. Where the trade in my global parameters of my strategy, the slope was at 7. That took me out here. So 5 would have been right about where I wanted to get out at that point. If I change it now to 7, you'll see my exit's going to be right on it. We'll go to that modified fast and put the period on 7. And now you can see my exit up here. It breaks through that 15. And it exits.
Order submitted.
So I think I prefer the 5. It's a little bit of a tighter stop. At 12.50 a tick. You can see it clearly that it wouldn't have gotten me out of the trade any earlier
Order submitted.
in this chart. My signal A was huge today. That signal A drone on the E-mini. Tremendous. Look at gold. Gold's in long. Oh, wow. Look at that. Now, gold does use a trailing stop. Gold is trailing by 15. So if you're up 350, worst case scenario, you got a $200 winner right now if it reverses. But we have the potential, if this matures to the upside, to pull in a $900 winner. If it comes within 10 ticks of my profit target, my stop's going to fly up and come 10 ticks behind price. So we've got some really unique ways to manage these trades, which, let me tell you, the entries are important, but the way you manage the trades, it's so important. We've, run the numbers through. We have this system. It's a closed loop system that crunches data it's like having a calculator. If you try to do the calculations of a complex, big numbers and complex formulas without a calculator, it would take you a long time to figure it out. With this closed loop system, it's the equivalent of having a calculator. It's just, as soon as it receives the data, it gives you an answer immediately. And with those lightning fast calculations, it will optimize the system. What I was saying was, with those lightning fast calculations, we use the closed loop system to see if we're better off going for a more conservative profit target. We've had a lot of our members say, hey, I just want to make $200 or $300 a day, and then I want to stop. And if you're one of those people, in our strategy parameters, we have a daily profit target. So if you set your daily profit target at 300 and it hits 300, it's going to remove you from the playing field, and you're going to be on the sideline with $300 in your pocket. So depending on what your profit target is, but what we found was by having a more ambitious profit target, the trades that go on to be full winners are a tremendous advantage in our P&L long term. You would be amazed of having just 2 or 3 throughout the course of even a month, of just having 3 trades in the course of the month that went all the way, compared to where if you had a very modest profit target that might have hit it more consistently, you would be amazed how much better the one does in the long run that hits the 3 home runs. It brings our risk to reward ratio heavily in our favor. So letting your winner run is important, unless you have a very modest profit goal.
Order submitted.
Okay, we match, Mike. Good. So we're in a nice position here on gold, and we're going to wrap up right after that trade. And we're also in a nice position on the YM again, the Signal B. 2 hot strategies. NQ Stevens in. Let's close with a look at Steven. I think today might be my last day trading Steven, to be honest with you. I'm not an aggressive trader like that. Everybody's style is a little different. This is the strategy that I duplicated this morning. This is using the ABC, all the entries.
Order submitted.
It hit the profit goal of 1,500, and I duplicated it and put it in a sim account. Just to see how it did if we continued to run it. Looks like gold might be running out of gas on us. It did. Okay, great. So gold ended up, the gold Signal B ended up minus 440 for the session. Crude oil, Signal A down 650. The leaderboard today, here's the winning strategies, the top strategies today. We had a really good diversity of strategies that did well. The E-mini is up at top. The one that we're watching here hit the profit goal at 1560. Steven wound up at 1850. Smart Stop 2, our pattern recognition, is up 1450. Cash register on the E-mini is up 1450. The ES 5-minute Signal A on news reports, Signal A always does well. 1262. The Dow's up 1,000. Crude one-day pass remains hot. And we also have a gold up there as well. So a really great day. The system is really a great a powerhouse. Imagine being able to simultaneously trade that many strategies or that many instruments with that kind of efficiency. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. And tomorrow, God willing, we'll be back. We'll do it all over again. I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone.